Let's listen to what President Zelensky said today about negotiating with Russia, as some Republicans want him to do, and give up some territory.
We are talking about human beings. They are being under tortures, they are being raped, and they are being killed. And those voices which offers to give up our territories, they offers as well to give up our people. That's not a matter of territory, that's a matter of lives, of families, of children, of their histories. I don't know whose idea it is, but I have a question to these people if they are ready to give up their children to terrorists. I think no.
Reframing it into asking us to give up people when they've been asked, basically asking them to give up territory, is so important today.
When I look at the expressions of some of the Congress people talking about Ukraine, they seem so abstract and so distant to me, like they're just thinking about a map and colors on maps. But we're talking about millions of people, tens or hundreds of thousands of children who've been kidnapped, untold numbers of women who have been raped, unfortunately a huge number of civilians, including civilian local leaders, murdered in a war which Russia itself announces over and over again to be genocidal. We like to think of ourselves as the people who would act to stop that sort of crime. And in this case, in order to act, all we have to do is support people who are perfectly capable of defending themselves. On the issue of negotiation, the Russians have made it quite clear that they're not interested in negotiating. So even if the Ukrainians were willing to give up people, which is what land means, the Russians just want to run them into the ground. And they make this clear over and over again. So I don't really see why the suggestion for negotiation from our side would really make a lot of sense.
What do you imagine Putin's personal reaction is, having studied him the way you have, as he watches this unfold in Washington?
Yeah, I mean, the surprises for him are on the Ukrainian battlefield, where the Ukrainians have stopped essentially the Russian army. They've driven much of the Russian Black Sea Fleet out of its home ports. They've opened a commercial corridor for grain shipping. These are all surprises, bad surprises. The good surprises are how things are going in the United States, because we have no reason to be fatigued. The amount of money we're giving to Ukraine is a nickel on the Defense Department dollar. And of that nickel, about 4 cents actually stays in the U.S. anyway, right? So he's experiencing a good surprise, a positive surprise. In this sense, things are going better than he had hoped, sooner than he had hoped. His hope, his Hail Mary is Trump wins in 24. What he now is starting to dream of is that even by late 2023, he's going to get some good news.